Level 1. The Dreamer.
You're 14 years old. You watch your father watch boxing. You realize you are not watching the fight. You are watching him. It is a Saturday night in November. The television is the only light in the living room. Your father sits forward on the couch, elbows on his knees. He has been still for 40 minutes. You've never seen him this still in your life. The champion slips inside a jab and lands a right hand over the top. The challenger stumbles backward into the ropes. 78,000 people in Cardiff make a sound that comes through the television as static. Your father jumps to his feet, yelling at the screen. You feel something cross your spine. It is not excitement. It is something older. Recognition. That night, you stand in front of your bedroom mirror. You raise your hands the way you saw on television. You throw a punch at your reflection. It feels strange. You throw another. You keep throwing until your shoulders burn. You are shadowboxing at midnight, and you do not know what shadowboxing is. Monday morning, you tell your father you want to box. He looks at you the way a man looks at his son when his son has announced he is joining the circus. You weigh 58 kilograms. You have never been in a fight in your life. He says, absolutely not. You ask again the next day, and the day after, and the day after. 2 weeks later, he agrees to take you to a gym, only to prove to you it is not what you think it is. 6 months pass.
Level 2. The Beginner.
The gym is a converted warehouse on an industrial road. The walls are stained with water that came through the roof in 2003. The fluorescent lights flicker. The place smells like sweat, soaked into concrete that nobody has tried to clean in 20 years. The head coach is a former professional, with 38 fights and a face that shows every one of them. Scar tissue ridges above both eyes. His nose bends left. When he speaks, his words come out a half beat slower than they should, and the last syllable of certain words goes soft. You do not understand why a man whose face is what it is would still teach boys what he teaches. You will not understand for another 24 years. For 6 months you do not spar. You learn stance, weight distribution, footwork. The first punch you learn is the jab. You throw 1,000 of them a session. None of them are right for 3 weeks. There is a small dog named Sugar Ray that sleeps under the front desk. Sugar Ray bites everyone except Coach. Nobody asks why. Month 7, Coach lets you spar. Light contact, 16-ounce gloves, headgear. He pairs you with another beginner who started 3 months before you. The bell rings. Your mind goes white. The other kid pops you with a jab and you freeze. He hits you again. You throw wild punches that land nowhere. The round lasts 90 seconds. It feels like an hour. That night, your father asks you in the car on the way home if it was fun. You threw up behind the gym on the way to the car. He smelled it on your shirt and did not say anything. You say, "Yeah, Dad, fun." It is the first time you lie to him about this. It will not be the last. You came for the fight. You will stay for the silence after the bell.
Level 3. First Amateur Fight.
2 years pass. You are 16. Your record is 15 amateur fights. You have won 11. The coach enters you in the regional under 1-7 championship. You weigh 64 kilograms. They match you against a kid from another gym who has 15 amateur fights. You have 11. He has knocked out 4 of his last 6. The fight happens in a high school gymnasium. 200 folding chairs. In row 3, your father is sitting next to your mother. He has been to every one of your fights since the first one, but he has never said anything about them. In the locker room, Coach wraps your hands. They shake while he wraps them. He tells you to breathe, to trust what you have learned. You nod. You are not hearing him. Your heart is hammering so hard you can feel it in your throat. The bell rings. Your opponent comes straight at you. Fast, aggressive. He throws a combination and catches you with a straight right hand. Your head snaps back. The world goes quiet for half a second. You taste copper. You understand with complete clarity that this kid is trying to hurt you. This is not sparring. Your training kicks in. You circle left. You pump the jab. You make him miss. You survive the first round. Round 2, you find the timing. When he throws his right hand, you slip left and counter with a hook. It lands clean. His legs wobble for a second. You smell opportunity. Jab, jab, right hand, left hook to the body. He covers up. The bell saves him. Round 3. You box smart. Distance. Clean shots. Make him reach. The final bell. The judge's decision is split. 2 for you, 1 for him. They raise your hand. In row 3, your father is clapping. The last time your father clapped like that was when you were 7 years old and you rode a bicycle without the training wheels for the first time. You do not see him clap. You hear him. You realize you do not need to see your father clap to know it is him. In the car on the way home, he does not speak. When you pull into the driveway, he turns the key off. He sits in the dark for a moment with his hand on the wheel. He turns to you before he opens the door. He says, "Next week, can I drive you to the gym a little earlier?" That is the way your father tells you he has changed his mind. You came to fight. You stayed because he finally watched. 4 years pass. You are 20. Your record is 42 wins, 16 losses. You have learned what kind of fighter you are. Technical, defensive, good footwork and ring IQ. Not a puncher. You win by making men miss and outpointing them over the distance. You are smart enough to know this style has limitations. Fans do not pay to watch defensive boxing. They want knockouts. The fighters who make money are the ones who take risks and hurt people. If you want to turn professional, you have to become more aggressive. You change your approach. You start working the body. You learn to fight in close. You get comfortable in exchanges where both fighters land. It is dangerous. You take more damage. You also land more. Your stoppage rate triples in 8 months.
Level 4. The Devon Incident.
In March of your 20th year, a sparring partner named Devon from a gym in Liverpool comes down for a camp. He is 19. He has 23 amateur fights. He is the same weight as you. Coach pairs the two of you because your skill levels are close. You spar Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. Saturday morning, round 2. He slips one of your jabs and counters. You slip his counter. He resets. You throw the left hook you have been drilling for 6 months, the left hook nobody sees coming. It lands on his left temple. He goes down on both knees. Then he goes down on his left side. He does not move. Coach is on the phone with 911 inside 15 seconds. The ambulance takes 17 minutes to arrive. During those 17 minutes, you sit on the floor next to Devon's head with your gloves still on. Coach has cut them off your hands by minute 4, but you do not remember that happening. You remember thinking that his eyes were open and that this was the wrong way for his eyes to be. He is in a coma for 4 days. When he wakes up, the right side of his body does not respond the way it used to. The doctor explains there was a subdural hematoma combined with a congenital cyst in his brain that nobody had ever known was there. The combination of the two was the problem. The doctor uses the words, "Any blow could have done it." You do not believe the doctor. You do not believe the doctor because the blow was your blow. Devon is discharged after 3 months. He walks with a cane. His right hand does not close into a fist anymore. You visit him once at the physical therapy center. His mother is in the room. She does not speak to you. She brings you a paper cup of water. You hold the cup. You cannot drink the water. You set the cup down on the table next to the bed. You leave. You go back to the gym 5 days later. You spar that Tuesday. You do not tell anyone. You do not tell your father. You do not tell anyone because there is no one in your life you can say this to in a way that would make either of you better afterward. Your hands shake every time you throw a left hook for the next 8 months. You throw it anyway. When you decide to turn pro, you drive to your parents' house. Your father is 51. His hair is starting to gray at the temples. He asks you the same question your coach asked you when you were 14 and you walked into the warehouse for the first time. The question is different, but it is the same question. He says, "Is this really what you want?" He says, "Because once you turn pro, there is no going back. You are committing your life to brutal training and physical damage for uncertain money and a slim chance at greatness." You tell him you have never wanted anything more. You are telling the truth. You do not tell him about Devon. The dream is over. The job is just beginning.
Level 5. Pro Debut.
21 years old. Pro debut. A small arena in Manchester. 2,000 seats. You fight another debuting fighter, 4 rounds. They take the headgear off for the first time, and the air on your skin feels foreign in a way you cannot describe. The gloves are 8 ounces instead of 16. The first time you eat a clean punch as a professional, you understand the difference immediately. The power is real. This can hurt you in ways amateur boxing could not. You win on a unanimous decision. The purse is €1,800. Your manager takes 15%. Your trainer takes 10. Your gym takes 8. You take home €480 after tax. Your father calls from home that night. He saw the fight on the regional broadcast. He asks if you are okay because he watched you eat a lot of shots in the third. You say, "No headache, Dad. All clean. You have had a headache for 3 hours." You will spend the next 9 years not telling your father exactly how many headaches you have. The training becomes everything.
Level 5.5. Interlude.
5 a.m. Road work. 6 miles before the sun comes up. Morning session at the gym. Bag work. Pad work. Technical drilling. Afternoon sparring. Strength and conditioning. Strict diet. No alcohol. No late nights. Your friends stop inviting you places because you are never available. You are okay with this. Your coach has a habit. After every jab and pad work, he counts to 3 in Spanish. Uno, dos, tres. He does not speak Spanish. He has never explained the count. Nobody asks. 3 years grind. They do not pass. They grind. A gym in Mexico City. You go to train with a former champion for bodywork. Road work. At 3 a.m., at 2,200 meters of altitude, you throw up on the road 3 times in your first week. The other fighters do not look at you. They have been there. A weigh-in in Birmingham. You miss by 200 grams. The promoter takes 25% of your purse. You fight the next night, and you lose on a split decision, and you do not ask anyone whether the missed weight is why. A motel in Newcastle the night before a fight. Your father drives 4 hours from Manchester to bring you a box of hand wraps you left at home. He does not come inside. He leaves the box at the door of room 207 with a note that says, "Knock him out." He drives 4 hours back. You eat a KO that night in round 5. You never mention to him that the wraps arrived. A hospital in Sheffield after a third loss. An intern doctor stitches your left eyebrow. She asks if you have someone to drive you home. You tell her yes. You are lying. 1 year later, she is your fiancée. You never tell her about the first lie. Your younger sister gets married. You sit at table 7 with a butterfly stitch above your right eye from a fight 12 days earlier. Your father dances with your mother in the middle of the room. He turns his head and looks at you over her shoulder. He does not say anything. You are 28. Your record is 33 wins, 7 losses. You are ranked top 15 in your division. Both of your hands are damaged, chronic pain in the knuckles. You have broken bones in your hands multiple times. You tape them heavily before every training session. Your face carries the evidence of 250 rounds of professional fighting. Scar tissue over both eyes. Nose broken 3 times. Your speech is slightly slurred from accumulated head trauma. You do not hear it in yourself yet. Your fiancée does. She has not mentioned it. You are 28. Your body feels 40.
Level 6. The Eliminator.
A number 5 versus number 4, eliminator. The winner gets a title shot. Your opponent is 37 fights with only 2 losses. He is the favorite. You are the underdog. 10 rounds, main event. Rounds 1 and 2, he comes out fast, trying to overwhelm you early. You survive, taking heavy shots. Round 3, you start timing the attacks. Round 5, you hurt him with a left hook to the body, the same left hook that put Devon on the canvas 8 years ago. The same left hook your hands shook for 8 months after. He grimaces and backs up. You have never seen him back up. You press. Rounds 6 through 9. A war. Both of you landing. Both of you hurt. Both of you refusing to give ground. Round 10. Both of you exhausted. 30 seconds left. He throws a lazy jab. You slip it. You counter with a straight right hand that lands perfectly on the chin. His knees buckle. He goes down. The referee counts. He gets up at 8. He is done. The referee stops it with 15 seconds left in the fight. You earn the world title shot. In the locker room afterward, your father is waiting. He is 58 now. He has come to every fight you have ever had. He stands up when you walk in. He puts his arms around you. He does not say anything. Later that night, in the hallway outside your hotel room, you hear him on the phone with your mother. He does not know you are at the other end of the hall. He says, "I don't think he knows what he just did." You do not know whether he means the knockout or the decision to turn pro 7 years ago. You think you have climbed it. You are about to find out you have not started. 8 months later, World Championship. 12 rounds. 2 weeks before the fight, your mother calls you at 11 at night. She says your father forgot the way home from the grocery store this afternoon. She says he drove to the old amateur gym you trained at when you were 16 because he could not remember that you do not train there anymore. You pause training for 1 day. You drive home to Manchester. He knows who you are. He remembers the name of your opponent. He does not remember that you have driven 4 hours that morning to see him. You go back to camp. You do not tell coach. You do not tell your fiancé. You do not tell anyone. The night of the fight.
Level 7. World title fight.
The arena holds 90,000 people. The walk to the ring is 240 feet of tunnel. Your walkout music is the song that was playing in the corridor outside the locker room of your first amateur fight when you were 16. You did not pick it for that reason. You picked it because it sounded right. You only made the connection in the locker room an hour before the walk. The pressure of the crowd reaches you through the soles of your shoes before the music does. The champion is 31 years old with 5 title defenses. He is a pressure fighter who breaks people down. He walks through your jab. He cuts off the ring. He works the body with hooks that make you wince. Rounds 1 through 3. You box correctly. He is better than you predicted. Rounds 4 through 6. You are losing. You are hurt. The body shots accumulate. After round 6, you sit down in the corner. The cutman compresses the eyebrow he opened in round 4. Your coach takes your face in both of his hands. He says, "Find something. Find something. Find something." You do not know what to find. Round 7. You think about Devon. You do not know why you think about Devon in this moment. You have not let yourself think about Devon in 8 years. But sitting on the stool with your coach's hands on your face and the cutman working your eyebrow, something opens, and Devon walks through it. You remember the way he went down. You remember his eyes. You remember the doctor saying any blow could have done it. You remember, also, that the champion drops his right hand when he throws his jab. You saw it on tape 9 weeks ago. You have not seen it in the ring tonight because you have been hurt for 3 rounds and your eyes have been on his shoulders, not his hands. Round 7, the bell rings. The champion comes forward. He throws his jab. He drops his right hand. You slip right. You throw a right hand over his jab. It lands on his chin. His knees buckle. He goes down. 90,000 people make a sound that arrives at your spine half a second before your ears. He beats the count at 8. His legs are shaky. You go after him with everything you have left. He survives the round. The fight has changed. You have hurt the champion. He is cautious now. Rounds 8 through 12 are tactical. You box smart. You move. You make him miss. You land clean shots when the opportunities open. The final bell. Both fighters embrace. Both of you know you left everything in the ring. The scorecards are red. Split decision. And the new welterweight champion of the world. They wrap the belt around your waist. The belt is heavier than you imagined. For 1 second, you understand why men give their entire lives to this. You understand it in your chest. You understand it in your hands. You understand it for 1 second. For 1 second. Then, you look up into the crowd. Row 3 is empty. In the locker room, after the interviews, your mother calls. She is crying. She says your father did not come because he could not remember why he was supposed to come. She says he sat on the couch in the living room with the television on. She says he watched a different fight. She says at 8 o'clock he said, out loud, to nobody, he is going to win. She says he did not know who he was. She tells you he was diagnosed with dementia 6 weeks before the fight. She tells you she hid it from you so you would not break camp. You sit on the bench in the locker room with the world title belt across your knees. Your speech is slightly slurred from the fight tonight. It is more slurred than it was an hour ago. Your mother is in Manchester. Your father is watching a different fight. The coach who taught you to throw a jab when you were 14 is outside the door, crying. You do not cry. You cannot find what to cry for. The numbers kept the score. You stopped feeling them years ago. You are 40.
Level 8. The coach.
You own a gym now. It is a converted warehouse on an industrial road. The walls are stained with water that came through the roof. The fluorescent lights flicker. The place smells like sweat, soaked into concrete that nobody has tried to clean in 20 years. You did not realize for 4 years that you had chosen the same kind of gym you walked into for the first time when you were 14. Your father is 73. He lives in a memory care facility in Manchester. Your wife drives you to see him on the first Sunday of every month. He does not know who you are anymore. He asks you the same question every visit. He says, "Are you a boxer?" You say, "Yes." He says, "I remember a boxer. I watched a title fight." You say, "I won." He says, "Well, good for him." He does not know that the him is you. You go every month because you know that one day you will not remember to go. There is a small dog that sleeps under the front desk of your gym. Her name is Sugar Ray. You did not name her. A student named her in the first week she showed up. Your speech has been slightly slurred since you were 28. It is more slurred now. There are days you lose a word in the middle of a sentence. You stop. You wait. The word comes back. You make a joke about it. Your wife laughs because she is supposed to laugh. The doctor said the only way to know for sure is an autopsy. He said it with a smile, because that is the kind of joke doctors make. You smiled back. You have learned how. The glass door opens. A boy walks in. He is maybe 14. He weighs 58 kilograms in his school uniform. The bottom button on his shirt is missing. He looks around. He does not know where to stand. He looks at you, because you are the man behind the desk. You think about all of it at once. The living room when you were 14. Your father jumping to his feet yelling at the television. Devon going down on his left side. Your father at the door of the motel in Newcastle with a box of hand wraps. The belt across your knees in the locker room. Row 3. Empty. Your father saying, "Are you a boxer?" You think about telling him to go home. You think about saying, "There is a version of this that takes everything. And there is a version of this that takes more than everything. And there is no way to know which one you signed up for until after you have signed." You open your mouth. You say,
Ready.
"Welcome." We start with stance. Hands up. He nods. He sits on the bench by the wall. He watches the two men sparring on the canvas. He does not know yet. He will learn. Everyone does. 26 years from now, that boy will be 40 years old. He will own a gym in a converted warehouse on an industrial road. The walls will be water-stained. The lights will flicker. A glass door will open. A boy will walk in. He will be 14. He will weigh 58 kilograms. The man behind the desk will be the boy on the bench tonight. His speech will be slightly slurred. He will not remember the names of his own sparring partners from his 20s. He will open his mouth. He will say the exact same words you just said. The cycle continues.